Deliciously with Ara. Ngayon gagawa tayo ng eggplant rice. So what we need is very simple. We just need our rice, our talong, and our leeks. And for this, we will be sauteing in our pan. Gagamit tayo ng oil and toyo. That simple, gagawa tayo ng masarap na talong rice. So first of all, maghihiwa tayo ng ating leeks. Actually, this leeks, na frozen ko siya. I buy normally maraming batches, parang bulk orders. And ginagawa ko is I just clean them up and then I just cut them in regular sizes like this and then freeze ko siya. So every time I need to go to use my leeks, I don't always have to rush to market kasi di ba mahirap na ngayon pumunta ng palengke or groceries. So you can also do that, just freeze them up. So I have here my leeks is around two big leeks. Ihihiwa ko siya ng maliliit. Of course, fresh leeks are always better, but just for emergency use, we can also use up, like stock up our leeks na ganito sa frozen. So it's totally okay. And naglagay ako ng leeks sa aking pan because we'll be making the leek oil. So hindi pwede na mas mainit yung ating caldero before we use it. So just put it all there. So now magkakat tayo ng ating talong. So you can always freely adjust the amount of eggplant that you want to use. And this is 2 cups of rice. So siguro good for like a family of 4. What I'll just use is every cup, I'll use like 1 cup of talong then. So roughly around 2 pieces like this, isang cup na siya. So hiwain natin. So now, I'm just gonna show you my rough measurement. Of course, you can freely adjust, but that's the beauty of home cooking. So, I cut up dalawang talong, so that's around roughly 1 cup. And I have here 2 cups because 2 cups of rice ang gagamitin ko pang saing. So now we're ready, we're gonna stir fry our talong and our leeks. So ngayon, we'll be making our leek oil with our eggplant. So first, I'm gonna use up around 1/2 cup ng aking oil. Siguro you'll think it's a lot, but you'll see the difference of it. So, 1/2 cup siya, and this is around 1 cup of my leeks, or around 2 whole pieces. And then, buksan ko yung fire. So, just be careful not to turn on your fire before you saute the leeks, kasi yan ang madalas na kasanayan natin. And then, I'll put our oil, 1/2 cup. So as you can see, nagsisizzle na yung ating leeks sa oil, and then you can smell the fragrance of it. And you'll probably wonder, but ang daming oil, right? Actually, eggplant and oil, they make a perfect taste balance. And dahil 2 cups ang ating ginamit, for sure, this sisisipin lahat mamaya ng ating eggplant ng ating oil. So as you can see na medyo, you can smell the fragrance of it, and medyo nagsisizzle na yung ating leeks sa ating oil. We'll add our talong. So 2 cups of talong, or you can add more or less. So we'll give it a toss. And as you can see, wala siyang meat. So it's a vegetarian meal. And even though wala tayong nilagay na meat later on when you taste it, parang malinam na ang ating lasa niya. So we just use properly our ingredients, the leek oil and then the eggplant. And Pedro, if you can see na nagsip-sip na yung ating talong ng ating oil. As you can see, pero parang medyo nag-dry up na yung ating oil. I'll push aside my talong in one part of my pan, and I'll be adding our toyo. So for toyo, I'll be using 1/4 cup. So this is like roughly 1/4 cup. And then, dun sa ating na push up na ating part, I'll be burning up our toyo. And I think that you've already experienced with my other recipes how good it tastes. So I'll lift my pan, and then isi-sizzle lang natin ang ating toyo before we mix it up with our eggplant. And as you can see, nagbo-bubble up, nagsisizzle na yung ating toyo. I'll be tossing in our eggplants together sa ating toyo. Although we're gonna use the same ingredients, depending on how and when we add it, it can kind of make the difference of the flavor. So try to always sizzle your toyo. It makes a lot of difference. And then we'll just give our eggplant and toyo and leeks a little bit of a sizzle, and then we'll turn off the fire. So there, I'll turn it off. And then, ilalagay natin ito sa ating rice pang saing. That's simple. We're already gonna have our eggplant rice. So I got a small pressure cooker. I prefer to use this in pressure cooker, but if you have a rice cooker, you can also use the same. Or if you want to use, pag nagsasayang kayo sa caldero, pwede naman sa caldero as well. So this is 2 cups of rice washed already. So I'm gonna put my rice as well. And the amount of water you have to use is as typical as how paano tayo nagsasaing. So normally what I do is I do 1-to-1 ratio. So I know kanya-kanyang bahay, kanya-kanyang style. But for me, I always just measure it with my finger. So until then yung rice. So I think I'll have to add konting water. So just use the same water. No need to adjust. And then sa ating, normally diba ito yung gagawin natin pang saing. So what I'm gonna do is our eggplant mixture, I'm gonna top it here. So lalagay lang natin siya here. There, and this ready to be saing. So when you use your pressure cooker, it will take like around less than like 10 minutes, like 8 to 10 minutes, depending of course on your pot. So I'm just gonna close it and give it. Buksan ko na yung aking fire. If you're gonna use electric rice cooker, just put your rice, put the eggplant on top, and just, you know, press the saing button or whatever it is, the start button as it is. Or if you're gonna use the caldero, just cook as if you're typically doing your rice. Okay? So let's just wait until maluto yung aking rice sa aking pressure cooker. So now you hear the sizzling sound of the pin of our pressure cooker. It means ready na yung ating talong rice. So I'll turn off my fire. And then let's just give like around 5 minutes or so until lumabas yung lahat ng pressure niya, and then we'll open it. So now the pressure has gone. When you're using pressure cooker, always be sure that before nyo buksan, check the nozzle. Pag wala ng parang smoke na lumalabas, it means it's ready to open. Let's see. Wow! So here we have already made our talong rice. I'm gonna scoop it out on our bowl. So kuha ko ng sandok. So before I scoop it out, I'll just give it a little mix. As you notice, dahil hinalo ko siya kanina, the eggplant, hindi na siya masyadong obvious na parang eggplant. A lot of our family and friends would think na baka nilagay natin ng karne. That masarap. And we can also give this to our family who na ayaw nila ng talong. So there, we've already completed our talong rice, and as you can see, we cannot anymore see the shape of our talong. So when our friends and family, especially our children na hindi mahilig kumain ng talong, they'll taste it. Hindi na malalasahan na gulay pala yung nilagay natin. That flavorful and that healthy our talong rice is. So it's that easy. So as you can see, outward look, using a pressure cooker, using a caldero, they're almost similar. It's just that pag gumamit tayo ng pressure cooker, mas namumush ng konti yung ating eggplant. So hindi masyado halata talaga. So a very good way to trick our family and friends to let them eat a talong and appreciate them so much. So here is our talong rice. I hope you enjoy. Please don't forget to like and subscribe our channel, and see you next time. Bye! You know, the smell is amazing. Parang you can taste yung leek oil and then yung burnt na toyo. Parang ang sarap ng smell niya. So let's give a bite. Perfect ng balance ng leek, talong, and our soy sauce. Hindi masyadong halata na parang it's talong. It's very malinamnam. Parang we can trick our friends na mayroon pala itong meat. Because the texture of the talong na kanina na-saute natin na parang na pressure cooker, parang it feels like very soft meat almost. Ang sarap. So give it a try. Your children will not know. Masarap talaga. Masarap.